Welcome to Laurier University 2023 Spring Convocation. The ceremony will begin in a few moments when the graduating students enter the auditorium. Please remain seated while the students are entering. When all the students have taken their places, there will be a brief pause. Then the music will continue and the officers, the faculty of the university will enter, take their place. Please rise as you are able and remain standing when the official party enters. I would also like to draw your attention to the 4 exits on the lower level and the two locations on the balcony levels. If it becomes necessary to clear the auditorium during the ceremony, the volunteers will assist you to these exits. We trust that you will enjoy the convocation ceremony.
welcome to Spring Convocation 2023. I am Eileen Mercier, Chancellor of Wilfrid Laurier University. Convocation is now in session. Please be seated. Laurier's Waterloo and Brantford campuses are located on the shared traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. This land is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty between the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe peoples and symbolizes the agreement to share, protect our resources, and not to engage in conflict. Wilfrid Laurier's campuses are close to 18 First Nations communities and 12 Métis councils. So we strive to improve our relationship with the land and people with whom we share it. Acknowledging them reminds us of our important connection to this land where we live, learn, and work. We recognize, honor, and respect these nations as the traditional stewards since time immemorial of the lands and water on which Laurier is now present. We are grateful to hold this convocation ceremony on these lands today. As Chancellor, it is my honor and pleasure to be the one to confer upon you the degrees and diplomas which you have earned while here at Laurier. It is truly wonderful that we are back to celebrating convocation as we did before the pandemic. We are all so proud of you who had to endure much in order to complete your studies. The pandemic affected all studies to some degree, but my heart goes out to those of you who began your undergraduate degree in 2019. You hardly had a chance to adjust to university life before it was all taken away. We applaud your tenacity and resilience and congratulate you on your accomplishment. One would be forgiven for being a bit depressed at the fact that there is so much news these days that is not good for people and not good for the planet. However, when I look out at the audience today, I'm once again struck by the fact that education is the single most important tool we have for changing the world for the better. In a world where provable truth, goodness, thoughtfulness, and care for the welfare of others seems harder than ever to find, you who have had the privilege of a fine and rigorous education have a responsibility to use what you have learned not only for your own benefit, but for the benefit of others. We are so fortunate in Canada where we're able to debate the truth and relevance of any fact, criticize our government if it needs it, work for change, and challenge the status quo. There are many countries where that is not true, and it seems that there are more of those than ever before. There are millions of children who get no education at all, especially girls. This we all have to work to change. Challenging those who would have power over us is a dangerous business in many places. It is not so here, as long as it is done within our legal framework. And if new legislation is needed, there are ways to work to influence that too. Knowing what or whom to trust is not simple. The debate over artificial intelligence brings that sharply into focus. It could be enormously beneficial in, for instance, eliminating the time spent on routine, repetitive tasks, or speeding up the time to find cures for intractable diseases. It could also lead us into believing things that are either not true at all or biased in subtle ways that produce bad outcomes. You have been trained to analyze and question in ways that many have not had the opportunity to do. Work hard to use what you have learned to bring out the best of these new technologies and reject that which is harmful. This will be the legacy of your generation. Separating fact from fiction is difficult. There is an old saying about not believing everything you read in the newspaper. However, the idea that media, whether delivered over television, in print, or on social media outlets, sets out deliberately to spread lies and misinformation, is a new phenomenon. and one which we need to fight against with every breath. Again, use those skills that you learned here, whether scientific, statistical, or cultural, to dig deep to find the truth and spread that word. Then, once you have decided whom or what to trust, be loyal to those people, to that cause, to that field of study or work. Loyalty is underrated. You have received a wonderful education here at Laurier, as did I. Next year, it will be 60 years since I arrived here, a naive but eager 17-year-old. This university gave me so much, and I am happy now to give back. I urge you to do the same. Stay close to the friends you have made here, to the faculty that nurtured you, and to the institution as a whole. If you want help with your choices of career or life, there are lots of people here eager to help you. And now, go out and make yourself, your family, and your university proud. Congratulations to you all. Stay forever golden. I would now like to welcome Dr. Deborah McClatchy, President and Vice Chancellor, to bring greetings.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor, and good morning, everyone. Before we move ahead with today's proceedings, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce some of our colleagues who are participating in today's ceremony. Joining me on stage is our beadle, who carried in the mace, Dr. Michael Tonelli, Dr. Anthony Clark, the Dean of the Faculty of Science, and Dr. Stephen Wynn and Keaton Shankardas, who will be hooding our graduates today. Welcome, all of you, graduates and supporters, as we celebrate today. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. Graduating from university is a significant accomplishment, and this commencement marks a new chapter in your lives. In the coming years, my hope is that you approach every opportunity and challenge you meet on your journey fully engaged and with a spirit of community, and that you will undergo continued remarkable change and growth as you have experienced during your time at Laurier. Humanity is facing complex and interconnected challenges, which will require community-minded citizens who aren't afraid to strike out, challenge old assumptions, and put forward new ideas. You will find yourselves called on to address difficult challenges in both your personal and professional lives. Situations where there are varying degrees of solutions, perhaps conflicting paths forward, and maybe no true right answer. Life, after all, isn't a multiple choice test. When that happens, let your actions and decisions be guided by not only what you have learned at Laurier, but also the people around you and your full life experience. I urge you to embrace this spirit of community, as it will shape your values and have positive impact. This will help you create a world in which you want to live, one which can be transformed through engagement and with your words and your deeds. Why am I so confident that you will accomplish all of this? Well, because today we're recognizing everything you have already achieved at Laurier. I know that you will find success and make a difference and have impact in your piece of the world, because I see evidence of this every day from our students. In the Faculty of Science, our kinesiology and health sciences students work in many capacities to advance our understanding of human movement and physical activity, support active and healthy lifestyles, understand and improve the social determinants of health, and prepare to become the health and well-being practitioners of the future. In institutes like the Sun Life Center for Healthy Communities, students work with faculty and professional staff, providing health and exercise programming to youth in our communities and conducting research on the impact of such programming. Our students also work in co-ops and work placements, sharing of their skills and knowledge in senior homes, on sports teams, and in community organizations to improve the health and well-being of so many in our communities. Both graduate and undergraduate students are also engaged in research, furthering knowledge and understanding of the human body, social determinants of health, and the importance of healthy activities and sport in our lives. All of this work serves to improve the health of individuals and communities and our quality of life. Because more than ever, humanity needs bold vision, fresh perspectives, and empathy. And from what I've seen from the past year here at Laurier, this group of graduates already has all of that. They don't need to convocate today to begin having impact. They have already experienced and contributed to transformative change here at Laurier and in our communities. Take this Laurier spirit with you into the world by forging new communities and continuing to be fully engaged. The world needs more Laurier. Today, graduates, we're here to celebrate all of your achievements. I'd also like to recognize, however, your family members, your friends, the faculty and staff here at Laurier, and all of your supporters who have helped you reach this moment. I know they've played an integral role on the journey, supporting you through the many ups and downs. So please join me, graduates, in a special round of applause to recognize the community that has supported you, allowing you to reach today's monumental achievement. Thank you again, and best wishes for all of your future endeavors. Madam Chancellor, I now have the honor of presenting Mandy Bujold, the honorary degree recipient this morning. And I now ask that Dr. Kim Dawson come to the podium to read the citation.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to provide the citation for Mandy Bujold. I have worked with Mandy for the past 8 years as her mental performance consultant. Mandy was introduced to the sport of boxing in 2004, and for the past 2 decades, she has been a bold challenger, both in the ring and as an advocate for gender equality. She is often asked the question, why did she select boxing from the very beginning? Well, I believe that Mandy loved a good fight right from the start. Her many successes began in 2006 when she won the Canadian National Championship and Boxer of the Year award. Those achievements were just the beginning of a long list of boxing successes, including 11 Canadian National Championships, 3 Continental Championships, 2 Pan American Games gold medals, and a bronze at the Commonwealth Games. She is the only female boxer in history to win 2 Pan American Games titles. Mandy entered the 2016 Rio Olympics ranked 2nd in the world. Despite an illness that landed her in the hospital the night before she qualified for her scheduled quarterfinal bout, she entered the ring the next day to compete. Although not a successful outcome, she endeared herself to all of Canada with the courage and tenacity that she displayed. Mandy welcomed her newborn daughter, Kate Olympia, K.O., in 2018, not a coincidence. In 2019, she returned to international boxing, where she placed in the top 3 at every competition that she entered, and rounded out the year by claiming gold at the Canadian National Championships, thereby securing her spot in the America qualifiers. Mandy was preparing for the America's qualifier on her journey to represent Canada at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics when all the qualifiers were canceled because of the global pandemic. When the International Olympic Committee Boxing Task Force began selecting events to qualify athletes, it selected events that occurred during Mandy's pregnancy and postpartum periods. The International Boxing Association classified her maternity leave as an injury, and the IOC would not accommodate her. Mandy confronted the IOC regarding her their unequal treatment of women in sport. She sought a ruling at the Court of the Arbitration for Sport and won her precedent-setting case. The IOC, yeah, good job. The IOC amended their criteria. She was now eligible to be considered for the Olympics under the principle that women who are pregnant must be given equal opportunity to qualify. Her challenge will pave the way for future female athletes to compete internationally in their sports while also beginning their families. This is a major victory for all female athletes. For Mandy, COVID-19 restrictions and legal agendas were daily realities as she prepared to compete at the Olympics. These were difficult days. However, in Mandy's strong and resilient style, she maintained her focus and her motivation in the gym. Her legal battle for gender equality did have repercussions on her own Olympic journey. The successful court ruling was Mandy's win for this Olympics. Presently, Mandy devotes her time to her 2 daughters and husband, Reed. She continues to give back to the boxing community by mentoring female boxers. She is a boxer, she is a mother, she is a wife, she is a coach, she is a mentor, she is a businesswoman, and she's a force to be reckoned with. And overall, she's a friend for life. So, Madam Chancellor, I am instructed by the Senate of the University to request to you to admit to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Mandy Bugeaud.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Dr. Mandy Bugeaud is now going to sign the university register, and this register is where all of our honorary degrees recipients have signed since the beginning of the university and is kept in the university archives. And it's now my pleasure to ask Dr. Bugeaud to address Convocation.
I almost added my autograph to that, my weight class. First off, thank you very much for this incredible honor, and thank you to all involved in making this happen today. It truly is a blessing to receive this recognition and to be here today. And I know I got the applause today, but the person who fought for me in the courtroom is actually standing here. So if we could just have an applause for Sylvie, who did that fight. But more importantly, we are here to celebrate each and every one of you. You did it. No, you actually did it. All of those who are graduating today have worked tirelessly, dedicated themselves, and sacrificed so much to get to this moment. The exciting part is that this is just the beginning of a new journey, the beginning of a new adventure. As you embark on this new chapter, some of you may have a perfect path planned out, and some of you may feel lost or unsure about what the future holds. Recently, I hung up the boxing gloves and retired from boxing, something that I dedicated the last 16 years of my life to. That was a very scary moment. A moment when I had to really start thinking about, what does my next phase look like? And where do I see myself outside of sport? You are about to go through a very similar transition as you discover this next big phase in your life. So if you don't have it all figured out, that's okay. I'm standing here with you today, and I still don't have it all figured out. So just remember to embrace the wins along the way, keep the right perspective, Be willing to say yes to things that scare you, and take a leap of faith from time to time. There's a famous quote by Mike Tyson that says, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." Trust me, I know this literally and figuratively. So whether you have a perfect plan or are feeling a bit lost, one thing that you can count on is that obstacles will appear at different times along your journey. Those punches will come and try to knock you down. Adversity is a part of life, and how you choose to deal with that is your choice. My advice is simple. Keep moving forward. One day at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. In 2016, I was in Rio de Janeiro for my first Olympic Games. I fell ill just hours before stepping into the ring. At a moment when I should have been preparing for the biggest fight of my career, I found myself laying in a hospital bed with an IV in my arm. It felt like my years of hard work were going out the window in slow motion. I couldn't help but wonder, why me? Why now? And how was I ever going to get through this? That day, I was forced to focus on one moment at a time. Getting that IV out, getting over to the venue, getting changed into my gear, attempting to warm up, and then finally stepping through the ropes. Breaking down the process into small, simple steps was the only reason I was able to step into the ring that day. It became clear to me that obstacles are inevitable, even when you think you have a perfect plan. Sometimes those punches will hit harder than others. And I believe that we can get through these moments, these tough moments in life, if we keep moving forward, one day at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. Have you stopped to think about the legacy you'll leave behind? How many people you've impacted along the way? As you move to this next chapter, I would like to encourage you to consider what your success will look like. And not only that, but how will it look for those around you? Those who have supported you and helped you get to this moment. Giving back to your community, your family, your friends, your coworkers, these are all very important pieces to living a fulfilling life. For me, I've always wanted to leave my sport better than I found it. I used to think that the only way I was going to do that was by winning an Olympic medal. In the last few years, I realized that out of all the battles I prepared for in my career as a boxer, that never in a million years did I expect my battle on gender equity to be the most difficult. It ended up being the biggest fight of my career, but also the one that was most rewarding. What my team and I were able to do in the lead up to Tokyo has changed sport forever. We were able to win a human rights case that can now give young, aspiring athletes around the world hope, knowing that they don't need to decide between starting a family or an Olympic dream. This precedent-setting case has done more than any medal could have ever done. Giving back does not need to be a massive endeavor like this. It could be as simple as staying involved with your school, giving back to a local charity, or volunteering your time. You all have an opportunity to leave your own legacy, to be a champion in life, to be a champion in your community. As you leave the room today, I would like to encourage you to take time to enjoy this moment, because life is too short. I can totally relate to this saying now, especially as a parent, that says, days are long, but the years are short. I often look back on my career and realize that there are many moments that I just had too much going on to really just be in that moment. I was always thinking about what was next or how much needed to be done for my next big event. I wish I could go back, take that extra time to look around, feel proud, and enjoy all that I was able to accomplish. And I understand that this is easier to say in retrospect, but it's something that I would like to encourage each and every one of you to do. Appreciate where you are right now in this moment. You've accomplished something huge today. You've worked hard. The people around you have sacrificed for you as well. So enjoy this moment and truly take it all in. And finally, like many of you, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the people who are here supporting me. Our parents, our family, our teachers, our friends. They all play a role in our success. So let's take a minute and thank them again today.
Thank you very much for that inspiring address. Well, now it's time to begin the conferral process. So will all those who are here to receive degrees and diplomas please rise as you are able. Madam Chancellor, I take great pleasure in presenting those who have successfully completed the studies prescribed, fulfilled all the conditions thereto appointed, and been recommended for degrees and diplomas by the Senate of the University.
In accordance with the laws of the Province of Ontario, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I admit you to the degrees and diplomas as shall be announced by the presenters. Graduates, the marshals will now instruct you row by row to begin making your way backstage.
Good morning. My name is Jack Moore, and I have the privilege of reading the names of our talented graduates today. This is an exciting day for all of us, and we take pride in the accomplishments of all graduates. We welcome applause to acknowledge your graduates and show how proud you are of them. Graduates are asked to remain in their seats until all fellow graduates have received their degrees and convocation is complete. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degree of Master of Kinesiology from the Faculty of Science. Isabella Sagan. Recipient of the Medal of Academic Excellence for the Master's level for the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, Sabrina Isabel Sinopoli. Kira Shwayan Sutherland. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for master degrees from the Faculty of Science. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degree of Bachelor of Kinesiology Honors Program from the Faculty of Science. Jamie Elizabeth Allen. Simo Montero Arujo. Amelia Jane Arsenault. Ashley Violet Backshall. Luke Raymond Paul Barsanti. Lauren Kate Beaudry. Sarah Bacall. Ryan Timothy Bernardi. Matthew Gino Ryu Bidden. Kira Bao. Keziah Brower. Miranda Burke. Haley Chantel Burns. Jenna Catherine Campbell. Jameson Lynn Carr. Ava Karina Slotto. Devin Sarah Cochran. Julia Elaine Costantino. Emmeline Virginia Cousins Brown. Benjamin Michael Brownlee Coveney. Juliana Dorazio. Danielle Dainton. Braden James Darlington. Abby Kate Davis. Haley Paige Miranda Dawes. Julia De La Cruz. Emily Jane DeCourt. Michaela Suzanne D. Monisha Kaur Dinsa. Ine Oliveira Diaz. Juliana Diaz. Nicole Rocha Dinesh. Dana Laurier Dolmage. Maya Natalie Drozdov. Kaylee Jane Drysdale. Amara Guerrero Duda. Megan Hope Duffy. Ethan Michael Reynolds Duncan. Alyssa Egbert. Mira El-Raheb. Thomas Paul Filiuzzi. Elizabeth Marie Fletcher. Alyssa Maria Fragona. Julia Teresa Gale. Rebecca Marie Gallant. Michaela Mary Grace. Callista Jada Grant. Cameron Griffith. Noah Mario Guglielmin. Amy Catherine Guthrie. Owen Habib. Kathleen Sarah Harris. Evan Christopher Hart. Chase Dakota Herford. Elizabeth Sky Heinella. Mackenzie Johnston. Haley Rose Cavalman. Abraham Kayiyi. Zach Keldson. Talia Kendall. Kathleen Nicole Kerwin. Maya Kemlin. Aaron Reese Kirkness. Ethan Bobby Goldberg Klaus. Annika Lynn Koenig. Lindsay Michelle Krebs. Mackenzie LeBute. Emily Karen Grace Lang. Renee Patricia Lawson. Amber Susan Leggett. Zachary Tristan Lee Lessard. Jenna Nicole Lippa. Renee Isabel Logosny. Zoe Elizabeth Lynch. Benjamin Bruce McLaurin. Alyssa Nicole Malskaitis. Arden Marchenza Mandarino. Hannah Elizabeth Manders. Jonathan Richard Marshall. Emily Masters. Madison Louise McDowell. Alex McKay. Alice Miller. Hannah Judith Monette. Adam Murphy. Aiden McGregor Murray. Mustafa Murtaza. Paul Rodney Misko. Riley Morgan Esch. Abby Leslie Oliphant. Rebecca Ott. Jada Nefertiti Parks. Emma Nicole Patterson. Jenna Nicole Peck. Melissa Irene Pennington. Andrea Danielle Phillips. Sarah Popovich. Alyssa Nicole Raytano. Carly Anise Ramsire. Michaela Nicole Rocker. Cole Maddie Sarinen. Natalie Sadek. Anna Joy San Diego. Cameron Schnarr. Jenna Lynn Schroeder. Brooklyn Eve Silvera. Megan Ashley Silver. Madeline McNeil Skipon. Adele Imelda Spawn. Rebecca Spellick. Finn Ophelia Solentic. Rachel Jasmine Tamir. Alyssa Texera. Lindsay Mary Terrio. Lindsay Vera Thomas. Carly Vandenberg Peaks. Bradley Joseph Vitello. Maya Louise Walters. Olivia Isabel Washington. Elizabeth Ann Weiss. Rachel Lindsay White. Eden Rachel Wick. Abigail Matheson Weigel. Jody Megan Willems. Lania Emma Wills. Kendall Brooke Winter. Aiden Zabukovic. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for the degree of Bachelor of Kinesiology Honors Program from the Faculty of Science. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degree of Bachelor of Kinesiology from the Faculty of Science. Shabnan Amizi. Hannah Bodden. Benjamin Ellison Calderon. Chandana Mathukuru. Courtney Ann Wilson. Katie Ann Zoller. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for the degree of Bachelor of Kinesiology from the Faculty of Science. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors Program from the Faculty of Science. Eula Aguilar. Erin Nicole Allison. Arurin Saravanan Ananthavel Murugan. Ari Shepley Berda. Lauren Eden Wegeman Benchitrit. Jaden Robin Abby Berdugo. Recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Science, Lily Grace Blith. Maria Paula Bonilla Dominguez. Alexandra Jacqueline Berman. Michaela Noel Chang. Michaela Serena Chapman. Recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Science, Emma Charney. Amelia Krishenko. Recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Science, Nathan Cohen. Anne Elizabeth Constable. Timothy Ryan Crandall. Amanda DeGasparis. Nicole Delvecchio. Hannah Joy Denberg. Japjit Dhaliwal. Erica DeGelinardo. Asal Eshkabadi. Sarita Sabine Esufali. Aiton Fenstergame. Olivia Taylor Ferraro. Haley Elizabeth Fidani. Allison Rachel Clementine Fincher. Mariah Abigail Esther Jarofsky. Ella Ryan Tara Gordon. Patricia J. Greco. Sophia Santina Greco. Karine Hanna. Recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Science, Lydia Hanna. Alexa Kimberly Hope Harding McCullough. Sarah Catherine Harris. Alyssa Lynn Haylock. Grace Emma Henry. Amarachi Ashley Igwe Igbe. Ethan William Yanuskevich. Samya Career. Amritpreet Kaur. Suba Kazi. Miriam Rafat Khalaf. Jenna Sarah Koja. Jennifer Kravchik. Abigail Elise Kunkel. David Ardelino La Caprera. Joshua William Paul Steve Lafrette. Carolyn Lamb. Laura Olivia Lampkin. Trinity Naomi Lombardi. Recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Science, Sydney Helen Loachi. Hannah McCarr. Amrit Malhotra. Sunhej Sahej Man. Jordan Carl Meikle. Celia Paige Jose. Menendez. Joshua Michael Mohammed. Lauren Barbara Moorcroft. Stephanie Hoang Nguyen. Joseph Nicoletti. Vanessa Biama Nkansa Okori. Chisholm Obifuna. Rushil Parikh. Vesta Parsayi. Diljot Kaur Patar. Sydney Lee Pearson. Terrence Oliver Pinharry. Roop Puri. Carol Ragib. Davin Ramdath. Maria Raphael. Gabriella Rosselli Ferrari. Leah Marie Ruddle. Maria Sajan. Carol Solomon. Nicole Sanchez Diaz. Amisha Sangar. Edwin George Santosh. Adebisi Harry Sanyaolu. Laith Farkad Hazim Shabu. Ibrahim Sharef. Kushi Sharma. Mahala Shaybani. Hannah Beverly Schulist. Omar Sadiq. Jenna Elizabeth Simpson. Lauren Elaine Saul. The Governor General's Academic Medal, established in 1873, is one of the most prestigious awards that can be achieved by a student in Canadian education institution for exceptional academic achievement. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Mary Simon, Governor General of Canada, I am pleased to present the Academic Medal to Johnny Lee Tang for the Faculty of Science. Recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal and the Governor General's Silver Academic Medal for the Faculty of Science, Johnny Lee Tang. Shrushti Ashwin Tucker. The Governor General's Academic Medal, established in 1873, is one of the most prestigious awards that can be achieved by a student in the Canadian education institution for exceptional academic achievement. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Mary Simon, Governor General of Canada, I am pleased to present the Academic Medal to Caleb Weller for the Faculty of Science. Recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Governor General's Silver Academic Medal for the Faculty of Science, Caleb Weller. Marina Youssef. Monica Makari Youssef. Dini Zhang. Callie Catherine Zister. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors Program from the Faculty of Science. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degree of Bachelor of Science General Program from the Faculty of Science. Solomon Abati. Hassan Abdullah. Recipient of the Alumni Bronze Medal from the Faculty of Science, Safia Alyssa Abwani. Jessica Bourret. Jacqueline Rebecca Carcao. Kishi Victor DeBeo Sanusi. Yusuf Salah Al-Sheikh. Jessica Megan Heath. Zina Kailani. Sandy Kusa. Faifu Lee. Isabel Madison. Justin Noah Mancini. Joshua Mizels. Jesse Daniel Allen Raymond. Abdul Rahman Sheikh. Nasheen Sheikh. Macy Jayla Ching Ching Yacht. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for degrees from the Faculty of Science.
Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I request you to confer degrees in absentia to the eligible candidates who are unable to be present today.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer degrees in absentia to the eligible candidates who were unable to be present today. I would now like to present the alumni welcome video made for the class of 2023 by the Wilfrid Laurier University Alumni Association.
Congratulations, you did it. You're a Laurier grad, and now you can look back with pride and look to your future with excitement. Today isn't just about receiving your degree. It's also about celebrating the journey you took to get here. It's about remembering your first day on campus, your first Laurier friend, your first class. It's about thinking back on those late-night study sessions, your favorite profs, and all the memories you made here. It's about the times you faced new challenges and pushed through. It's about how much you grew and how much you learned. It wasn't always easy, but you did it. You've earned this moment. Enjoy it and be proud of all you've achieved. And while your journey is far from over, remember, no matter where you go or what the future brings, you are a Golden Hawk for life. You are alumni for life. You are Laurier for life. Stay connected, stay involved, and most of all,
Stay golden.
Stay golden.
Stay golden.
Stay golden.
Stay golden.
stay golden. Stay golden.
Thank you to the Alumni Association for providing that celebratory and inspirational message. I now invite recent Laurier music graduate Ben Wallace to the stage to lead us in the singing of our national anthem. Please rise as you are able.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Ben. Following the ceremony, everyone is invited to take photographs and commemorate this special occasion in the atrium. Congratulations once again to all our graduates. Thank you all for joining us today. Please remain at your seats until the recessional is complete. Convocation is dismissed.